Let me see you hot body, hot body, hot body, hot body, hot body that bitch, hot body that shit like Miracle, hot body that shit, hot body that shit like Miracle. She hot body, hot body, Miracle. She hot body, hot body, Miracle. She hot body, hot body, Miracle. She hot body.
She way too thick with it, gotta hop when you put them jeans on. 24 carats, she's hot and I'm free. I swear she feel like a stallion, moving like a rabbit. Bunny girl, hop it on and do it out of habit. She the type that when I see it, I just know I gotta have it. She the hype, she the reason, and she know that she a bad bitch. Never running from a fade, but that don't mean she really ratchet. You ain't with it, she won't kick it, she like me, cause I'm a savage. Yeah, all you niggas really average. Toss a 20K, it's just the same, living lavish. Let me drive the boat, I feel like Luffy, I'm the captain. Guaranteed to be a legend when my father is a dragon. She gon' offer me the wagon.
She gonna give it up for a real nigga. Plenty days in the field, nigga. Never ask you no feel, nigga. Back in days that I still did us. Get away from the wheel spinner. Niggas say you ain't a real spinner. Just so niggas that they feel bigger. Wanted me to be a real nigga. When you try to get the real figures, meals, nigga, bills, nigga. Whoa,
Niggas comments with money the topic, they talking to me like our money the same. Got me a couple racks, I need to double that till I can make me 100 a day. I'm passing the people who put me together, I don't wanna be where they want me to stay. I want me the fame, so I'm running the fade with the people who standing above me today. Promise you still gonna be sweet in a minute if you finna give me some honey today. Tell me that you finna go back to back with me, niggas is villain is carrying hate. Tell me that you gonna hop out for me.
They like where you been, but don't worry about it. They like where you been, but don't worry about it. I been with my bitch, but don't worry about it. Let me see you hot body, hot body, hot body, hot body, hot body that bitch, hot body that shit like Miracle, hot body that shit, hot body that shit like Miracle. She hot body, hot body, Miracle. She hot body, hot body, Miracle. She hot body. Hot body, Miracle, she hot girl. Hot body, Miracle, she hot girl. Body, all black tie, she got hot on. That shit suit you nice, but girl, I love it when you hot body. We could keep it quiet, we don't even got to talk about it. I could keep a secret, we don't even got to talk about it. Yeah. They like where you been, but don't worry about it.
Hey bro, you got me? Fuck!
a snipe, pussy. Get fucked. Yes.
Hey, hey, hey. If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the basics. I cannot settle for less, I ain't being complacent. Turkey and fan, we running this shit, it's like aces. On the come up again, all of that took was some basics. If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the paper. I don't want to talk to you niggas, I'm working, I'll get to you later. They talking out of my label. We not the same, not adjacent. I had to tell them my government, remember the moment like nigga, I made it. If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the basics. I'm guessing that I gotta go only. These niggas be so mad they moaning. Use a bitch, homie, put a band-aid on it. Better get your girl, nigga, what's her problem? Ain't finna leave her ballin'. Ass so fat, back shot sounding like God. It's about money, I'm on it. Used to have that natty bitch, you gon' run if I'm calling. She gon' hit the ground and she falling. I don't give a fuck about a hoe, it ain't me if I caught her. Chillin', but I gotta go harder. Big bang, niggas still be snapping like cards. Listen, if I see it, I call it. Never need a key to get started. It ain't never run it, I bought it. Niggas be hating shit, and I've been aware of it. See through niggas, no player did. Play me on spraying shit, homie, you was not scaring shit. Not the one to be playing with. Play with the game, that's your life, I ain't sparing it. Gun on my side, keep a pistol like Maravich. Try me, I'm sharing it. This shit is mine, tell these bitches I do this. Nigga, I do this. If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the basics. I cannot settle for less, I ain't being complacent. Turkey and fan, we running this shit, it's like aces. On the come up again, all of that took was some basics. If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the paper. I don't want to talk to you niggas, I'm working, I'll get to you later. They talking out of my label. We not the same, not adjacent. I had to tell them my government, remember the moment like nigga, I made it. If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the basics. Back to the funnies, I'm back to the money. I'm back in my duffel, ain't taking it from me. Ain't friendly, you chummy. Bitch, you not my buddy. Yo, bitch is my cutty. You silly like 20. She sweeter than honey. She chewy like gummy. She tell me she love me. Don't got time for loving. My wrist make it sunny. I'm finna go dummy. I'll kill me a nigga. Don't make no assumptions. Don't make no assumptions, little baby. I really do this like it's nothing, little baby. You sure see where I'm about.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
Hello. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we are. It's time. It's time. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the 2022
Stevies!
Stevie
Back to the
Awards.
Stevies!
Back to the Stevie. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed a little bit of pre-show music. That is all songs that are featured in the show as nominations. So let me know in chat if the volume sounds okay for me and for Tev. Play with it around if need be. I've been having some technical issues, but we're getting it working slowly. So how does my vocal sound? How does Tev sound?
Yeah. Huh.
Yes, guys, I got chat working on YouTube streams. What? Crazy, right? Somehow I did it. Absolute madman. My mic's
Your
going
mic
in
is
and
going
out.
in and
Hold
out.
on. Let me fix that.
He said I got dressed up for this.
Any better? Or is this worse? Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna try and fix it before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show. Tev's just getting jiggy to the soundtrack of the awards. Okay. I'm just gonna turn off. I have a bunch of old filters on this microphone that shouldn't be on there. Okay. How's it sounding right now? Mic sensitivity? Yes, the mic sensitivity was all fucked up.
yeah. Can y'all hear me okay?
Looks like you're coming through okay. Just gotta make sure that like my shit isn't fucked up. Okay. Thank you, by the way, for any memberships and donations and stuff that's coming in, like that $10 from Ethan French. I will see those, but they won't appear in the stream because this will be recorded and edited as probably several videos that go out on my channel. So, but thank you very much. I do see those coming in. So how is it sounding now? I've tweaked my microphone a little bit. Sounds good? Excellent. And Tev sounds good to me, which means he must sound good to everyone else because it's just the desktop audio. I'm gonna have to ditch this jacket pretty quickly, by the way. It is very warm in this room with the lights on. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, get you nice and turned up. Alright. W sound. Okay, bet. Then I'm gonna stop the music for now. Switch over to the slideshow, and Tev, let me make sure you can see this as well.
I don't own a suit, young.
Wait a minute. Oh, Tev.
Yeah, no. Woo!
I have to change the. I have to change this shit. One sec. You do all this pre-work just to fucking forget about important things. There we go.
Listen. The Stevies is 1.5 man ran. It's really like 1.3, but you know what I'm saying?
True, but hey.
He's doing his best.
Look, man.
We patient.
As long as you keep the energy up for them, I'm good.
Yeah, we got it. Let's do this. Shout out Carter Sauce to 5.
Oh, I appreciate y'all. I see those donations coming in. 10 euros is that from Mizuno? Okay. Appreciate it. Alright. Chat will be delayed because that's just the nature of the way that YouTube chat updates, unfortunately. Yeah, no, fuck it. This is coming off, unfortunately. As dapper as I want it to be. Yeah, it's too hot in this bitch.
Take it off!
Okay. Does Tev know the winners this time? Yes. If he can remember
Does Tev know the winners this time?
Because last time...
Winners? Everyone's losers in the TVs, baby. Let's get started.
Last time it was sort of like a secret from you, kind of, because I did the voting.
Yeah, I was in California last year, and when I came back, half of the stuff was already picked, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, no drip. I still got the drip on. Come on. Fight me. Anyway, I'm also going to be oh, wait, no, I'm not going to be able to record this. Can I download a YouTube video later? I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
In your studio.
Yeah, that's fine then. Okay. Then in that case, I think everyone's just about ready. I'll go through the motions of introducing this year's awards and sort of explaining how the selection process worked. Or didn't. Okay. Let's get it official then. Hello everybody and welcome to the 2022 STEVIE Awards, that is the Shwabados and True Evil Villain Independent Entertainment Awards. I am of course Shwabados and I am joined by True Evil Villain.
True Evil Villain.
How you doing, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, man. I'm ready to knock this awards out, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the community did a good job in 2022, ready to bring in 2023 with some fire as well.
Yes, sir. We had a lot of difficulty going through this year. Not least because there was a lot of very, very good music to pick from. So there was a lot of, heated arguments while we were choosing the finalists. But hey, that's the nature of these things. That happens every year. Now, just a quick disclaimer for those who aren't clued in on how this works. So the STEVIE Awards is not anything sort of official or all-encompassing. It's literally me, Tev, and a handful of our friends choosing songs and artists that we think are cool. Essentially, that's what it boils down to. Okay? What I've tried to do this year is make it more fair to the artists who want to appear and those who don't want to be involved by having it be the artists themselves who submit their music for consideration, right? So if you see an artist being omitted from this show, the likelihood is they just didn't send me anything to put in it. That was the system in theory. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to contact everyone that might have been, wanting to get involved. I'm just one person. Tev is just one person. We only have a handful of friends involved in this. There's only so many people we can, get the message out to, but we've tried to be as all-encompassing as we can. That said, keep your complaining to yourself. If you think someone else deserves to be involved in this or deserves a win, that's cool. That's great. I don't care. I'm just doing this to say what up to the community. Thank you for all your hard work. Recognize the craft and the dedication of some of these artists. So let's inject a little bit of positivity at the start of 2023. Yeah?
Sounds good.
With that said, I think we're ready to get right into it, right? I have,
Let's do it.
yeah, so I've assembled these slides to do the awards, and Stargirl, our good friend Stargirl, has sort of rearranged them for me a little into some categories, which will help us move through. So category 1, we're just going to start with the non-musical contributions. We'll get on to the artists and their music a little after this. But let's start with the people in our community that aren't necessarily directly involved with the music, but that still play a role in what we do. So we'll start with the best reaction channel. So the nominations for best reaction channel.
Woo!
There's going to be 10 nominations for each category.
All 9 of them are me.
Professor Kuro, Red Moon Entertainment, What It Do Dave, Game Boy Jones Advance, Straw Hat Boys, Insert Game Here, Machiavelli, Otaku Wire, Darnell Bradley, and Your Love Skylar. So, if you don't win an award for each category, that's not a loss. If you made it into the top 10, that's kind of a big deal. That means that we think, yeah, that means we think that you are one of the best at whatever the category is, right? So if you even made it into this list, we think you're dope. So thank you for what you do. This is us appreciating you and saying thank you and congratulations. You are one of the best reaction channels in our community. That said,
and before we reveal the situation here as well, I wanted to mention this year, Stevie, we added a little bit extra to it in the sense that before it was just whatever the academy or the council, whatever you want to call it, selected. We wanted to put it is a community, gathering, if you will. So we wanted to go ahead and give the community a voice this year. So we also put forth community polls. So not only does the Academy pick the winners, but you get to see afterwards what the community voted for, just to kind of give that community that extra voice and give extra shout out to the people that, watch everything.
In case you guys, disagree with us, which for a few of these categories you might, but let's get into it. The top 3, the finalists for the best reaction channel are Red Moon Entertainment, Game Boy Jones Advanced, and Darnell Bradley. I watch all 3 of these guys very regularly when they're reacting to my stuff and just when they're reacting to anything, basically. Especially Game Boy Jones has been putting out a lot of non-Nerdcore reactions and diversifying. Red Moon have a crazy beautiful setup and awesome dynamics. Darnell Bradley breaks down music in a really interesting way as well as talking about different topics. So I love all 3 of these guys. I know, Tev, you hate them all because they're competition.
What? Excuse me? Competition? Silly swap. You lucky I don't do reactions. No, I'm just playing. But
you guys are lucky True Villain is retired. Actually, that's not even true anymore. You're back. Okay. But yes, obviously myself and Tev are not, we're not putting ourselves forward for any of these categories. That would be a little bit of an ego stroke. This is supposed to be a community thing. So, out of those 3 finalists, we decided that the number 1 reaction channel this year was Red Moon Entertainment.
Red Moon Entertainment.
Dan and Jerry, we love these guys. Absolutely love these guys. So funny to watch. Really, just they have such a great dynamic, and I absolutely adore their videos. So well done to those guys. But yeah, love all 10 of the people who were mentioned in the run up. And as Tev said, we do have the community vote. So I put out a poll for each of these nominations, and you guys decided. You can see them all here. That your choice was Game Boy Jones. Game Boy Jones Advance taking the number 1 spot in the community pick. Professor Kuro coming second. Darnell Bradley.
That was a tight.
Yeah, it is. It's tight at the top.
Votes?
It is
What's
very
that?
tight at the top.
Okay.
And it's also tight.
Shout out to the top 3.
It's also tight with the run for 4th and 5th between What It Do Dave and Red Moon Entertainment. But yeah, a lot of love for these guys. A lot of love for these guys in the community. So I had to highlight that. Well done to Game Boy Jones Advance, your community pick winner, and Red Moon Entertainment, the Academy pick. So the best video editor, of course. None of our YouTube videos would exist without the very hard work of the editors that do it all. The AMV editors, video editors, motion graphic, all the different regions of sort of putting these visuals together for you guys. So let's get into this. We have Jupe, Hideki, Nikde, Bright Crayons, Yagi, Freshy Canal, XLMR, I don't know if that's Zalamar, or if I'm supposed to read it out letter by letter, Shintaro, Haruko, and Reslet. First of all, if your video editors don't start getting some fucking logos dog. The amount of time it took me just to find a usable image for Shintaro, Haruko, and Jupe and Nick Day, bro. I was like searching. I was like, what am I supposed to use? Bright crayons is just a meme image. Like what?
Miscellaneous anime women and
literally, bro. Look at this shit. Shout out to Freshie and Zalamar for having logos. Yagi has, some art as well. It's recognizable. Reese is his face. It is what it is. But shout out to all 10 of these guys. They have been some of the standout editors in live action music videos, animated content, motion graphics, and of course the AMVs that are so sort of prevalent. So yeah, there is a lot of editors that could have been mentioned here. So don't feel too bad if you're not in the top 10. There is a lot of y'all, but we had to narrow it down. So the top 3: Hideki, Freshie Canal, and Haruko, and we've got some snippets of their work. Let's have a quick look.
Everybody think they want it, but you bet it on you. I'ma make you go. No one better than. You worry about the green, ain't you? You worry about it, you're perceived on the screen, ain't you? You worry about it, people speak cause you need fame. While you worrying, I'm leaping in the league ranking. The moniker you gave me wasn't even creative. The power level never dipping, I am elated. Among the best, I am a beast, ain't no debating. You demons living by a creed, get you cremated. Aw, shit.
Fire, of course, Hideki, known for the flashy, very clean lyric and sort of motion graphics aspects of stuff. Working a lot with DPS. Awesome stuff. Freshie Canal with some live action stuff.
You just inconsistent. You hate the rich, yet your mates were richer. Evidently, you just can't take commitment. Marion's still waiting for a wedding date to finish. So your aim was great with its brained equipment, but my aim was to change the system. I'm a deadly disease with this cadence rhythm, and I'm infected a thief like it's plagiarism for a glory.
Oh shit, Shwabadi jump scare at the end there, but yeah. Freshie Canal working a lot of 3D environments, motion graphics, typography, and of course all the live action stuff all together very, very seamlessly for that ERB style of video that he does, as well as a bunch of others. And we have Haruko.
Holy shit, it's Buggy. Oh my god. Yo, is that Buggy? Oh my god, yo, it's actually holy shit. Oh my god. Yo, I'm your biggest fan. No, yes. Yo, one question, what is it? How did you do it? Well, finesse. How the hell you get to younger status? I finesse. How he get it cruded straight up back him? I finesse.
I love that song, bro. Haruko, known for quite flashy, unique visuals. There's a lot of texture, a lot of motion graphics, manga style stuff being thrown in there. It's a really awesome style, and they've done it very, very well. But out of these 3, we thought the person most deserving of the best video editor title was Freshie Canal. Well done, Freshie. Freshie can do it all, bro. I think those of you who aren't as familiar with Freshie's stuff as you will the anime side of stuff might be like, what? One of the AMV editors didn't get it? Freshie can do it all, bro, and he does it very well. He does live action stuff,
really
motion graphics, animation. Yeah, you got to get clued up.
If you aren't familiar, you got to get familiarized, man. He is a beast.
Yeah.
Not to say that the other 10 are not also beasts, but with that being said, the community vote went to
Hideki. Of course, the top 3 here being Jupe, Hideki, and Nick Day. It makes sense. These are the 3 working with, I think, some of the biggest names in our community to produce some really flashy, stylish, and like consistently high-grade videos. So shout out to those 3 guys for taking the community pick. Hideki with the #1 vote there, just ahead of Jupe. All right. Speaking of those, we have the AMVs and lyric videos. So this is any video that doesn't use custom animation or live action footage. We're talking exclusively focus on the lyrics, motion graphics, AMV or manga, video game footage, whatever it is, right? It's one of those videos. And the top 10 nominations are Hop Out by Ham Sandwich, Ski Mask Season by me, obviously edited by Yagi, it's his video, Family Business by Rustage, edited by Shintaro, Cyber Psycho by DPS, edited by Hideki, Riddle for You by JT Music, visuals by KLV Allen, Black Air Force Energy Cypher by Dizzy 8, visuals by Chris G, VTuber Girls Remix, the Silverhound Remix by Connor Quest, the edit by Echo Motion, Finesse King by Peso Pete, which we just saw by Haruko, I Want Violence Again by me. Hey, I didn't put them in.
How'd you get in there twice?
The editors put them in. The editors put them in. Okay, Reslet on those visuals. And Entertainment District by Fable, the visuals by Jupe. So, the top 3, I'm going to say, like, all of these videos, most of them are quite different stylistically, and I feel like each of them highlight a different aspect of what makes the AMV and lyric videos good, and like what you aim for, and what the purpose is with a lot of them. So you've got a lot of different styles here. But the number 3, the top 3, if I can speak, we decided to go to Cyber Psycho by Hideki, Air Force Energy by Chris G, and the VTuber Girls remix by Echo Motion. Let's have a quick little glance at each of them.
Catch your body, here we go. Whoa, do you wanna get it? Oh, better know. So I heard you wanna roll with us. Ay, know this road will take your soul with it. Ay, ain't no limit where we go. No, 'cause we the realest in this ho. And it's anywhere you roll.
Yeah, like I said last time, Hideki known for those really flashy, clean motion graphics, all the text and the different features. It's very pleasing to look at, I'll say that much. All right, the Black Air Force Energy Cypher.
Full of pussy, I could drown here. You gon' respect me, I ain't even from around here. I just got one over on the king, I need a crown here. Come to my kingdom talking crazy, we put you down here, dumbass. He ain't wanna at me, he was out of space. I sent a DM to mention him, chopper interdimensional destruction guy. Gave him 2020, got his homie pushing daisies in the sky like his name contradicting him.
Now, Chris G's visuals on this cipher aren't like the craziest, but he does this consistently and interestingly visual style over 16 minutes, which is not easy to do. So well done on having the consistency in visual style throughout the entire thing. That was fire. And Connor Quest VTuber Girls remix, the visuals by Echo Motion.
We can make your life better. We can make your life better.
All right, yeah. So there we go. That's all three of those, all of them flashy and very unique, different approaches. But the winner that we chose is, of course, the VTuber Girls remix. This is a very special video, not least because the edit and the visuals are really impressive and really serve to lift the music. But also, it is a project that brought together over 50 VTubers into the video, which is a crazy ordeal. It's the second biggest collab this year, only to the Smash Bros. Cypher by Nerdout. So really have to applaud the efforts there, and well done to Echo Motion for bringing it all together into a package that looked fantastic. So yeah.
Amazing, really.
But the community vote went to Entertainment District by Fable, the Jupe video.
Entertainment District. Yeah. Okay.
It is a good video, and we love Jupe's work. Jupe obviously done a lot of work with Fable this last year and developed a very consistent and impressive style to sort of work alongside Fable's music. So well deserved. Cyber Psycho in second place, and then a tight race for third. I'm not actually sure which one came third. Finesse King. There we go. Haruko's video for Finesse King. All of those definitely deserving winners, I think. All of them very impressive. Now, still on music videos, we're going to the live action and animated music videos. So we're talking about original sort of visuals, animation, or, you know, it's not derived from something else. It's not an AMV. It's not focusing on the lyrics. It's all about a visual storytelling. Right? Does that make sense? So, nominations are I'm Fine by Mix Williams, Boy by Shadow and Mashed, The Toy Box by The Stupendium, Run Down by Ham Sandwich and Breton Boy, The Robin Hood vs. Guy Fawkes by Fresh Eat Canal, which we've already seen, Pirate King by Rustage, Flip by Geesh, Just Like the Movies by Chewy Cat, Booty Bound by JT Music, and Sacrifices Must Be Made by Damn Bull. Now, something worth noting here is that the cutoff for the Stevies was the beginning of December. So there has been a couple of very impressive videos that have come out sort of mid to late December, like Rustage's last music videos, but those aren't considered for the awards because the cutoff was sort of December 11th, around then. So
right.
So we're going with technically his second most impressive music video of the year for the top 10. But let's have a look. The top three are Boy by Shadow, The Toy Box by Stupendium, and Just Like the Movies by Chewy Cat. Let's have a look at each of them.
Yo, come here, boy. Stay there, boy. Sit down, boy. Stand up, boy. Speak up, boy. Go for the throne till you won't destroy. Drop him in the ocean or float like, boy. Come here, boy. Stay there, boy. Sit down, boy. Shoot them, boy. Go for the throne till you won't destroy. Drop him in the ocean or float like
Okay, obviously fully animated, all original visuals from the MASH channel, which is very, very cool. and a fully custom song for it as well. So, next one is The Toy Box by The Stupendium.
You can depend that the fun will never end, 'cause we're much too flushed to break, but just maybe we could bend. And the lights went down and the doors stayed closed, and the toys soon found they were on their own. So a silence fell on their factory home, while they climbed from the shelves and began to roam.
I mean, even in that very short clip, we saw custom animation and art, we saw compositing and effects and live action, we saw giant props and sets. It's all very impressive. Let's see what Chewy Cat's got for us.
Because if it's not meant to be, it won't be like they teach in the movies. Oh, just like they teach in the movies. I always thought that we were Bonnie and Clyde, but I forgot that they both died early in life. So I guess you can say that I dodged a bullet this time.
Crazy production, like very cinematic, full cast, really high quality sets and everything. Very, very cool. So all three of the finalists here are very impressive videos. Let's see which one we chose to win. Of course it is the Stupendium, right? I have to give it to them. I have to, because like the Stupendium's videos are predominantly 1 or 2 people working on them, which already is insane. But it combines so much multimedia, like live action and real filmed sets, built sets, physical props. It's like there's so much that goes into it. It's crazy, and the visuals are always insane. So we love Stupendium Productions and the Toy Box for
sure.
The best live action video. Okay, the community pick though went to Pirate King. I mean, it was a very fun video. It was fun. You know, the sort of novelty of it being set on a real ship and having everyone there dressed as pirates is pretty exciting. Of course, second place goes to Ham Sandwich and Breaking Boy with Rundown, which is a goofy-ass video. But I love that one. Me and you were there for that one being filmed, weren't we? The two of us.
Yeah, we were chilling out, hanging out with them.
Yeah, and then Flip by Jeesh in third, edited by Zalamar, which is also a very, very good video. I love that one. So again,
for sure.
Not mad about any of those. They are all very, very cool picks. Okay. We're on to the music awards. We're out of the non-musical contributions, and we're now on to the music itself. We're talking songs.
Let's go.
We're talking albums and projects. We're talking collaborations.
Excited.
Okay. Anything you want to mention from the previous section before we get into this new one? Any points of contention?
One thing that I don't think there's any points of contention for me personally. I would just recommend you guys to check out some of the people that were nominated. You know, there's a lot of like it's heavily weighted towards, you know, the more popular names, the DPS, the Fable, the Rustage, the anime rap side of things. But really, you know, when you got a little bit of time, just check out some of them other names on them, man. These people make quality stuff. You might end up just being a huge fan of it. Like, you never know. It's worth checking out.
Absolutely. Each one of them was nominated in the top 10 because they are very, very good. Like, there's no sort of lacking nominations throughout this entire awards. Remember, there are literally, for each of these categories, up to 100 things that we could have nominated, right? Like, in excess of 100 for some of the songs, up to 100 for the artists. Like, there is a lot to sift through for us to pick this top 10. So it's no small feat to get into and be nominated for a Stevie from us. It means that we really do recognize what you're doing. And I think if you're unfamiliar with any of the names, you should familiarize yourself. Okay, Music Awards time. We've got
Music Awards.
The best instrumental to start us off with. Let's start, before we get into the full tracks overall, let's start with focusing on the instrumentals. These are top 10 instrumentals that caught our attention this year. Ski Mask Season. It's my song, but it's Kiwi. Okay. Again, I said I'm not nominating myself for anything in the Stevies. Okay. I'm not trying to take anything.
Trust me, guys. Like we said earlier, this year we let the artist, the producers, the people that handle the music nominate them, put their song forward.
Yes.
There's maybe 1 or 2 situations in this entire picking thing where we were like, no, let me hit up the artist and say, I recommend this song instead. Otherwise, it's what they picked. And Shwabadi, we wanted Shwabadi to put his name in a couple of these things. I'm not gonna lie.
do it, bro.
He was like, no, I'm not doing it. So
Okay, just
he
to make
took
it
me
clear.
out of one of the lists just because he couldn't put himself. Look, he's
Other way around.
crazy.
I
He's a
said
demon.
Shwabados is not getting into the top reactors, and Ted said, "Oh, Shwabados is known, then neither am I." I was like, "God damn it!" Okay.
Anyway.
With that said, just to clear things up, that is Kiwi's submission. Okay, we have Blackbeard by Peso Pete, obviously produced by Cole. Cremate Your Life by Hala CG. Diamonds the Evil by Black Diamonds, produced by Jaren on the Beat. Nighthawk by Jamar Rose, produced by Audi Got Clout. Susanoo by Ham Sandwich, self-produced. Savage by DPS, co-produced by Zeppelin Beats. Back to the Basics by Omar Came Up. Psychics of Anime Rap, the Game Boy Jones Cypher, produced by Silverhound. And Moonwalker by Fable, produced, of course, by Bloomgums. Every single one of these, I think, has an instrumental that is
insane,
yeah, in lots of different ways, though. They all have different features of them that grip and grab you.
What?
Relax. Anyway, so the top three, the finalists are Ski Mask
the
Season,
Grim Reaper,
Back to the Basics, and Moonwalker. Let's hear a little snippet of each of these.
Hey, bro, you got me?
Very, very cool. Kiwi is an insane producer, and he can put together some absolutely wild tracks. So, just to highlight, I chose a snippet of the song that had absolutely none of me on it. Okay, that's just all Kiwi going absolutely insane. Let's listen to Back to the Basics.
Wait.
If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the basics. I cannot settle for less, I ain't being complacent. Tucky and Fame, we running this shit, it's like aces. On the come up again, all of that took was some patience. If it ain't worth the first time, then it's back to the pavement.
Fire! Oh my goodness. That entire album from Omar is crazy and fully self-produced. If y'all haven't listened to it, please do, because that shit is crazy. Okay, Moonwalker.
Yeah.
I've been on the edge, so I'm going insane. The city doesn't sleep much, and I couldn't wait.
I think that was my introduction to Bloomgums, and the dude is crazy. Has this really intense way to fuse sort of synth, rock, and metal with hip-hop type vibes, and it's just so fire. And of course, Fable's vocals sound incredible on it. So out of those three, I can't actually remember which one of those we chose to be the winner, but I remember there being a lot of discussion here. So let's find out. The winner is, it's Ski Mask Season. Congratulations to Kiwi. Make sure you follow what Kiwi's doing, because he's been putting out a lot of very, very good instrumentals this year. This was not my vote.
Listen, I'm not gonna listen. Probably you can chill for a second. Listen, I was all the way. I remember us sitting in the call, couple of people here. We're talking about the instrumentals, and I'm like, Ski Mask Season dope, but like, how dope is it really? Because it's been so long since he released it. We went back and listened to that song in entirety. Kiwi left Earth.
Yeah.
It's just facts. He transcended. So there you go. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I personally, I would have been very happy with any 10 of those instrumentals that got finalized winning. But hey, it is what it is. There's more than just me and the Stevies, as you can tell. But to be fair, Kiwi deserves the recognition. Let's see what the committee voted. They have Moonwalker as the top pick, which makes a lot of sense. That shit is fire. Savage by DPS as the second pick, which is probably my favorite instrumental that DPS has put out this year. Absolutely fire. And then Ski Mask Season picks up the third place. So thank you all for the vote there as well. Okay.
Shout out to Bloomgums, really, like brand new, relatively new to the community. It's always nice to see somebody insane join the community.
Yeah, we always love that.
For sure.
Absolutely love what the dude's been putting out. Okay, we're on to the best hook. So let's just focus on the hook, the chorus, and see what people have put together. We've got JHB on Look Like Death, Lights Out by Ham Sandwich, Calling 2 by Maguire, Angel Island Anthem, of course the hook by Soundwave Fox, Really My Type by Game Boy Jones and GHB, Lost in the Night, the hook by Jonathan Young, written by Rustage, Another Like Me by Hala CG, Arcane Energy by Connor Quest, Waifu Watcher 2 by Mia Blackwell, and, again, Moonwalker by Fable. Alright. Again, I'm included in this. That's the song that GHB chose as his best hook, alright? I've got nothing to do with this. Our finalists are Look Like Death, Lights Out, and Moonwalker. Let's familiarize ourselves with these hooks real quick.
Pulling up in that black and white, put that to his face, now he acting right. Death go shoot from the cannon, so say goodnight. Cause these bullets connecting like satellite. They ain't never gonna know about this kind of life. Turn his soul into fragments, don't need a sight. Let my nights eat the soul for their appetite. Try me wrong and I'm doing it out of spite. Remember status beginners, I grab him and I execute. Yeah. If you want smoke, then I'm popping for sure if you finna come through.
Yeah. Oh, man. Fire. Bro, when GHB first sent me that hook, I was like, he has lost his goddamn mind. That shit is crazy. And still is one of my favorite hooks of the year. Absolutely so glad that it's up here. Next, Lights Out.
You only love me when the lights off. You only love me when the lights off. It's true. It's true. You only love me when the lights off. You only love me when the lights off. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Oh my god, what was he doing, bro?
Bro.
So fire.
Come on.
I is singing that one constantly. That shit is always in my head. Speaking of something that's always in my head, Moonwalker.
I don't need anyone to save me. I'm not alone. Curse my name and you smash my bones. Try to break me. Watch me lose control. One more piece and I might be whole, yeah. Everything to take, nothing left to prove. Please don't make me wait. I don't wanna lose you tonight. Let me be your moonwalker.
Absolutely snapped. Holy shit. That might be my most sort of sung hook this year. The one that I keep singing to myself when I'm walking around the house. And it's been out for like 3 months. It came out super close at the end of the year. But,
put that dick to his face, now he acting right.
Okay. Listen. My vote... I love all 3 of these hooks. I fucking love all 3 of these hooks. But my vote was for Moonwalker just because it's the one that stuck with me the most. But can we appreciate how different each of these hooks is? Like, I will find
oh man,
3 like one like melodic synth metal banger. We've got a fucking like JHB going hyper melodic crazy on a drill beat, and then we've got like this smooth and saucy low key Lights Out that has about 5 unique words in the entire hook, and they're just all insane. And I love
this. Is one of the moments. This is definitely one of the moments where we were like, bro, we kind of need categories for these, but it's like, hey man, hey, because
so
these are all winners for sure.
They're so hard to put against each other because they're so different. But let's see, the winner is Look Like Death. Well done, JHB. That is definitely one of the hooks of the year. Dude is the hooky monster. He's been going crazy.
He's crazy.
Well done. Let's see what the community picked.
JHB.
Number 1 is Moonwalker. Just beating out Look Like Death. And number 3 from the community is actually Lost in the Night by Rustage, the Jonathan Young hook, which is fire. I do really like that one.
Fire track.
Fire. So again, not mad at all. Well done, y'all. Best Cypher nomination. Cyphers persist to be a very large part of our scene, right? Especially within anime rap. You've got people like Cam Steady putting out these cyphers for the Pokemon scene that are absolutely huge. So yeah, we couldn't really go without nominating our favorite of these because there's plenty of them. First, we have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rap Cypher by Cam Steady, the Femboy Firing Squad by Ham Sandwich, Anime Singing Cypher 2 by Maguire, Survey Car by Britain Boy, Simping Over Anime Chicks by Game Boy Jones, which is one of those that came out last year but was past the deadline for the previous STEVIE, so it's included in this one. Blue Flame Cypher by Wolf Boy, that's a new name among the song contenders. The Yandere Cypher by Hala CG, Hashira Cypher by Rustage, Nerdcore Freshman Part 3 by Jamar Rose, and the Black Air Force Energy, the second time we've seen that one so far. Okay. I think this year is probably the best we've seen for ciphers. I've been a known cipher hater, but there's been a lot of ciphers coming out this year that I was actually really, really into. So let's see, 3 of them. Femboy Firing Squad, Simping Over Anime Chicks, and the Black Air Force Energy Cypher.
Back to the origin, Florigan said he got game, he couldn't court a courtesan, said he can ball, don't even know the accordion, give me his 2 cents, put the 40 and 40 between his eyes, split him 20/20, perfect vision, just to show my words are worth a listen, surely different current mission, curse prediction, crush the fiction, lifted up the friction, what position, what conviction, pot the piston, nigga, I was the pick of the litter, but I wasn't forced.
Oh my goodness, bruh. Ham went fucking crazy on that cipher. Everyone went crazy on that site. Whatever. We'll get into that later.
Everyone went crazy.
We're going to get into that later because there's another category coming up. But let's check out Sending Over Anime Chicks.
God damn! How they do, man? Please don't mind my spam, but I just want to give your motherboard a good old ram. Like I do anything, slaughter a lamb, or even give you a Jeep. Damn! Cause I ain't need it. Sitting in an ETA, bet I mean it. Johnny beam, 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 beam like Green Bay. Let me guess, where you from? Ohio cleavage!
Fire. Wow. Fire. Of course, Ace on the Sim Cypher there. Absolutely fire. And last, but certainly not least, is the Black Air Force Energy Cypher.
My midlife crisis means war on earth. This is my turf. I won't back down. I can't be nerfed. You step into the demon in me. Solo acting, ain't no teaming with me. Ray wide the feet within me. I'm flying and leave the template. Cause my energy is unmatched. Take a normal mortal and I sun that. Make a father wish he had his son back. Black.
Fire. Alright. The Black Air Force Energy Cypher is one of those that I don't know if I can ever listen to it again because it's 16 minutes long, but I've got to say I was very impressed by the consistency, the level to which people performed in that cipher.
Listen, usually when you get ciphers like that, it's strictly content, right?
Yeah.
It's strictly look at the spectacle. It's a 17-minute cipher. Damn near every verse on there is a banger, though. Like, everybody showed up, gave you at least a decent verse, and that's so surprising because you just get used to like being like, oh, 17 minutes, okay, what's going on here? But nah, it's a marvel.
Yeah, and out of those 3, we had to pick a winner, and we chose the Femboy Firing Squad. This cipher, bro, I don't know what it is about effeminate men that makes rappers turn up, but like, let's get it. As people were snapping. That's one of my favorite verses of the year.
This cipher is ridiculous. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. The day that this cipher gets topped, I might die. I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. The amount of like everybody left Earth this cipher. W Ham, rest of the fellas, Femboy Firing Squad. Come on.
All right, and our community pick, of course, also goes to the Femboy Firing Squad. You can't argue with that. This cipher is crazy.
338 votes.
Second place goes to the Hashira Cypher, and third to the Black Air Force Energy Cypher. So only one different than the 3 we'd picked out anyway. But well done to everyone who got nominated because the cipher selection this year was very, very good. So,
for sure.
Let's move onto the Cypher Verse nominations, because the ciphers, like we say, are pretty big products with a lot of varied consistency sometimes. So we do need to take a minute to actually point out the gems, okay, the diamonds in sometimes the rough, that are the best cipher verses. And this year we have Cam Steady on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rap Cypher, Ty Wild on the Femboy Firing Squad, Ham Sandwich on the Femboy Firing Squad. Now hold yourself. Slick on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rap Cypher. Now, I know what this looks like, but we continue. Connor Quest on the Femboy Firing Squad. Look, when it's a good cipher, it's a good cipher. We've also got Diggs the Prophecy on the pseudo-legendary cipher. We've got Damble on the mediocre rap cipher of the LEC. Aerialus on the anime simp rap cipher, which we heard a snippet of earlier. Politicus also on the pseudo-legendary cipher. And yes, we've got another Femboy Firing Squad cipher verse. It's Yayu. Okay. Listen, when it's a cipher this good, you know what I mean? It just happens to have 4 of the best verses of the year. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. All right, let's get into it, though. Our nominations for the top 3 are Cam Steady on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cypher and Ty Wild or Yayu on the Femboy Firing Squad. Now, Ty Wild and Yayu are back to back, so I've just included them in one video here. But let's hear Cam Steady first.
Yeah.
Second blue paper, they can't say it's worth. You ain't kicking games, you can't pay for reverse. Two mouse on the Draco, I let the twin burst. Your two legs third rate and your dick's even worse.
Step into the ring, it's destruction. I'm like a virus, she'll be dying when the cannon is busted. The trust is nothing you can summon, cause you cannot defeat the CEO with CEDO. And I never switch my position, you bitches dropping the count. It's the only time that I'm switching. And when it comes to crushing cops, I'm known to clock competition. So when they cry my position, I make it down on the mission. And look, I don't imagine, I don't pretend. So fuck your magic and fuck your friends. It's can be me tragic, but it don't demand. I'll unearth this casket if it means revenge.
Fire.
It treat me like a pharaoh in the game.
Yeah. Fire. Absolutely love that. Okay, this next thing that you're about to hear is kind of long, okay, because Ty Wild decided to rap for 85 bars, but let's get into it. This is Ty Wild and Yayu back to back on the Femboy Cypher.
Pass of the bag, y'all thought he been all up in my lap, giving head, caught a body quick, thought he man's packed up and flat, dog body stiff, trying to wish him back from the dead. Y'all poking the show, spilling with twin sticks, poking your dome. I prey on ops, pockets running like Homegie nose. Clowns say a lot of numbers that they don't even know. It's like crazy slots when quote unquote toting the pole. Early more smoking your top 5, holes up in the domes of a half mind, toting the 9, rolling with 9 lives, 9 times out of 10, taking 1 is a far shot, 10 toes down for the game to land on the wrong side, dog to fly, I pull strings and cop bodies. Terps the core, might flex on y'all shot. It's hit or miss, and I miss my hit. One kick from that chopper, bitch, and I'm falling. I ain't dead, I just dozed off. You be the toolie, red side of they don't talk. 4/5 poof for this net, let a foe fly. Even in death, that set that I smoke, y'all, ayy. The loud mouth turn their words to blood curdling murmurs. I'm telling they trailing them certain as currents. The show full of puppets could turn to a murder. Been birth to murk 'em, catch a glimpse of my energy. Burst the burner, zap 'em quick, I don't let 'em breathe. If it's killer, be killed, you ain't killing like killer with kin. I'm a killer with infamy. Kid thought he killing the kitty, you kidding me?
Kimbo the Kimbers, I double the trouble. A Kimbo the kid, I might cut up my knuckles. Yo, best friend stuffed in a duffel, we blasting them off, yes. It's Kevlar up in these tactical false breasts. And the titties gon' match on the chop, yes. Cause I ain't only strapped when I cross-dress. Stay tucking a thing, faucet under my wing like a mole trace. Trying to capture a racket, a mole trace. Stop, pull up on your gang, get them all trays. They gon' think that I'm Brock with the catering. But I'm not trying to rock with your lady, I'm taking your mans. Top Gun shit, put his face in the sand. Too fast, can't wait to see him again. Like, I just be passing him by, but one good move, put my ass in the skylight. He swallowed back on a vine like, want me to tie him up after the twilight. He do crime. Hold your tick, bugging and shrimp side. Don't want shit if he not on the big side. No, you ain't see me under the disc guy. On the real, you ain't fucking with this side. Mob tie shit, we doing it big time. I ain't just a grunt, better think twice, bitch.
Crazy, dog. Those two back to back changed my life.
Like, yeah, no, insane.
Wicked run in a cypher. But out of those three, we had to choose one, and we decided to go with Ty Wild, who left the earth for about a minute and a half on a 6 fucking minute cypher. But hey, when you got to do what you got to do, right? Sometimes you got to run twice as long as anyone else in the cypher.
Squad. They let him get away with rapping.
They let him cook.
I was like, listen, when I first heard that verse, I was like, okay, Ty Wild, he cooking. Then the beat switched, and I was like, why is he still rapping? I was like, no, he's actually losing his mind.
Yeah.
Then the Yayu transition come in, and it's like, oh yeah, perfect. That whole segment is the winner for me. But
we should have given this to Ty Wild and Yayu, because the way their verses join together, like, come on. But yeah. Anyway, all 10 of the verses we mentioned are crazy. Yes, it's weighted heavily on the Femboy firing score, but that's just because that cypher is fucking wild. Anyway, the community pick went to also Ty Wild, followed up by Ham Sandwich and Yayu, also on the Femboy cypher. The people know what they're talking about, okay? They recognize greatness when they hear it. All right. Let's move on to the best verse nominations. We're finally away from cyphers, and we're just choosing the best single verse in a song. We've got God Complex by Cam Steady. We're talking about the first verse here. Ty Wild on Savage by DPS. Dizzy 8 on Titan Talk, the song with Peso Pete and Ty Wild. Ham Sandwich on Susano. Peso Pete and Breton Boy, their second verse together on Pirate King. Shaudo on Eren Yeager Feet Dead. Yayu on 954 Mari's Doflamingo. Connor Quest on Soundwave Fox Drop Dead, Mia Blackwell on Inazuma Break by Breton Boy, and Kyo on Vega Ultra by Jamar Rose. All 10 of these exceptional standout verses.
Ah man, my favorite thing didn't get picked this year, but what's the top 3? Let them have it.
I know about your favorite. Okay, top 3. We've got Cam Steady, Ty Wild, and Connor Quest. Let's hear each of them. Fire, bro. The energy, the way he switches up his voice, the way he carries it through the instrumental is fucking crazy. I love that song. Anyway, we got Ty Wild again.
Insane, ice cold blooded killer, thriller, killing Mike, quarter pain, sinister, suicidal. See, I send for simple sensations. Our sights not the same. Spite for the spite, foolish wants and needs. Coolest trying to be free and find shit to y'all. Who is y'all to me? Food I'm trying to eat. Seen they moves from keeping cool to copping, please. Losing not for me. How you get clowned by a rookie? You cower and cowards can't push me. I'm pushing for power and pussy. You pussy and powerless. Bullets done showered and shook him.
Oh my god.
Like a tropical typhoon. Dog got a beam when I ride through all. They gon' see me pop on they team. He bomb double beam when the head clean off of you. One she on my thoughties fiends. Get y'all crossed out, crossing me. See y'all thoughts cloud Halloween. When I pop out. Noggin leaking, no Anki, it's barrel on the Glock you seen. I'm feeling fair when a rhyme, reason and bang bang, or they dope can't take any more fade. Taking control, chain straight, but I throw pulling strings on a chainsaw blade. Get you working on that tank.
First of all, the best Chainsaw Man bars that I've heard. The flow, the way he structures it, is mind blowing. Crazy. Anyway, we got Connor Quest also on Drop Dead by Soundwave Fox. Let's check it out.
She don't rock it if it's not gothic. The rock sonics with the long stocking. Stomping got a dog's polish. Shock from it made me gas batted. Black Sabbath aesthetic got me asthmatic. Plus her ass massive. She's staring daggers. Eyeliner was done with a kitchen knife. I'm feeling anxious. She biting her thumb and her lips so tight. Clearly I hazard them fine to be dumb and to risk my life. She's cray, a real catching fish net tight. Yeah,
Criminal that verse isn't longer, bro, because that is fire. That whole song is fire. All right. But I think you might have guessed which one we've given it to already, because dude fucking snapped. Our number 1 verse of the year is Ty Wild on Savage by DPS. Damn, Ty Wild has taken 2 best verse categories in this year's Stevies.
He did. He did what he did. Hey, man.
And this whole year, he dropped, what, 1 song?
Hey. 1 song.
Okay. Hey. We keep it pushing the community.
Hey.
Huh?
Hey. Keep going.
Yeah. The community voted also Ty Wild on Savage, and it's kind of close.
By
for
far.
Second and third place, though, it's Ham Sandwich on Susano and Dizzy on Titan Talk, neither of which I'm mad at. Very, very good selection of verses.
Listen, y'all sleeping on Keo. Where the beat go?
Facts. Okay, facts.
Hey, bring it back.
People are definitely sleeping on that Keo verse, bro. Y'all need to go listen to Vega Ultra. Go listen to Vega Ultra.
Go listen to Keo verse on Vega.
Specifically. All right. Next category is the best song with 2 or more artists. We're talking collaborations, right? Multiple artists on the same song. Let's go through. We've got Mask Off by Dizzy 8 featuring Mix Williams. Really My Type, Game Boy Jones and JHB Boss. Sleep Paralysis by Ham Sandwich featuring Livicha. Escovitch, Mari, Ham Sandwich and Ty Wild. Soundmade, Connor Quest featuring Britain Boy and Damn Dahlia. Savage by DPS and Ty Wild again. Titan Talk by Peso, Pete, Dizzy 8 and Ty Wild. Back to the Basics by Omar Kemo, which we heard a snippet of earlier, featuring Shofu and Snark. Hiding in the Dark, Fable featuring Andrea Storm Caden. Inazuma Break by Britain Boy, Mia Blackwell and Ham Sandwich. A very good selection again this time. We had a much more difficult time picking the best song. With, like,
this is one we argued. We argued on this one.
It's a lot easier to pick this like best solo song nominations, but this one, there's so much to choose from. Like, the pool of songs is so massive. Because collaboration is such a huge thing in our community, I feel like you get most of the artists' best songs are going to be the ones where it's multiple people coming together and doing something. So yeah, we spent a long time discussing this one, but our top 3 in the end were Really My Type, Savage, and Titan Talks. Let's have a snippet from each of them.
I want you to be my girl, 'cause you're really my type, yeah. I ain't never gonna do you wrong, always do you right, yeah. So many times I was low,
Cause you're really my type, cause you're really my type, yeah.
Damn, bro, we heard that one performed live earlier this year. I was getting
Bro,
it, bro.
if you ain't heard that live, bro, it's different. It's different.
That shit
It's
is fire.
different live.
Definitely one of my favorite hooks of the year as well. JHB and Game Boy's vocals working together is just beautiful. Okay, Savage, did I pick a different snippet of the song except for Ty Wild's verse?
You didn't.
I might not have. Sorry, DPS. I'm just going to play Ty Wild's verse again. My bad.
With a killer thriller, killing Mike, caught a pain, sinister, suicidal. See, I sing for simple sensations. I sight not the same. Spite for the spite, food response and needs. Coolers trying to be free and find shit to y'all. Who is y'all to me? Food I'm trying to eat. See me moves from keeping cool to copping, please. Losing not for me. How you get clowned by a rookie? You coward and cowards can't push me. I'm pushing for power and pussy. You pussy and powerless. Bullets done showered and shook and shocking and spinning.
Alright, that's enough of that though. Alright, we're not going to listen to the full verse this time. And Titan Talk by Peso Pete Dizzy A and Ty Wild.
If you want contact out with him with a drop.
Existential when I show him what's inside his body is surgical. Uppercut or put his life on a vertical. Elevator stair with a heaven's gates chop it. It's time down by upper convertible. Put the piece to his mind, let him meditate. Shock to his block, now his body is terminal.
Fire.
Come on, bro.
Fire.
Come on,
that song was a moment when that dropped. That song was a moment in the community. So there was a lot of discussion, but in the end, we chose our number one collaboration of the year, Titan Talk.
Titan Talk.
Titan Talk. That one kind of shook things up when it landed, and for several reasons. Listen, but each person on that song absolutely snapped.
Hey, you want to talk about impactful songs in the community?
Titan Talk might be up
Titan
there.
Titan Talk had people. What's going on here?
Yeah, that one.
Titan Talk had people kind of hurt, kind of in their feelings. We talk about impactful.
Plus, that one.
Dizzy left Earth. Yeah. Ty sauced up the track. Peso provided that energy in between every verse. It's really just such a... Bruh, I need to see this live. Dizzy! Oh my God, if you don't quit playing, bro. This live needs to happen. This needs to happen.
Yep. All right. Anyway, the community also voted, and they chose Savage by DPS as their favorite collaboration of the year, shortly followed behind by Titan Talk and Fable featuring Andreas Tom Caden. All three are incredible songs. I love that Fable song. So I'm glad to see it up there with the community pick as well. Let's move on to our best song with no features. We're talking about solo songs. Just one main artist. So, of course, we can have other people on the production and maybe doing some behind-the-scenes work. But really, all of the vocal work here is happening with one main artist. Let's see what we've got. God Complex by Cam Steady. Mama by Ham Sandwich. Ski Mask Season by Tony and Kiwi. Look. I didn't want it up here, but I can't deny Kiwi. Not Never by 954 Mari. Lost It All by Fable. Eden's Dust by Hala CG. Blackbeard by Peso Pete. Destiny by Aerial Ace. Better Than I've Ever Been by Delta D's. And New Body by Omar Came. Some very good songs here. Some very good songs.
For sure.
Let's get into the top three. Mama, Lost It All, and Blackbeard. Let's hear a little snippet of each of these.
Clogging up the frame. Stood in the shower, I'm clogging up the drain. Counting the hours, I'm lost inside the page. What's a father to do, what's a mother to do, and her kids are all insane. Calling out your name, I'm hoping you heard me. Hope I can say the same one in my 30s. What I gotta do to prove that I'm worthy. What I gotta do to keep my soul burning. You disappear to lose it all inside of a second. I'm moving so fast that I'm missing my blessings. My weapons are double-edged. All the time that I wanna spend, work is my one defense.
Bro, that song... That shit moved me when I first heard it. And I tell you, it does not get any worse with each repeat.
I can't even say nothing. Yep. I was sitting in the listening party with Star, sitting here crying, tearing up. Mama! Mom, get out the frame. Anyway.
Fire. Okay, Lost It All by Fable.
What a tragedy, tragedy. It's what it had to be, had to be. Take everything away. I'll never fight that fire deep inside me. Lingers to remind me.
Oh my God, dude. Bro, Fable's vocals and that instrumental, just fucking crazy. Fire. And one of the biggest tracks we've had out of our community ever, maybe. Shit really just blew up outside of sort of our scene, which is super exciting.
Oh, listen. Once again, talk about impactful songs of the year.
Yeah.
Something that got past the nerdcore anime rap wall and just went to mainstream level.
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay,
Anyway.
we got Blackbeard by Peso Pete.
Hey, man.
You're not afraid of the dark.
Did what I had to. Y'all call it taboo.
Sorry, I never had love for you anyway.
Be in my body, the central allowance. This money that match my life so heavyweight. When you got these kind of dreams, you gotta just chill the fuck out, sit down and premeditate. I had a father, but if we was honest, I took out his soul and sent bro to the heavens gate. Yeah, Blackbeard, bitch. Left hand causing an earthquake, bitch. Right hand, someone a black hole, bitch. It's crazy because I really.
It's funny because I really did that. Ain't no get back.
Hey, bro. Of course I win. I had to be Blackbeard. Bro, okay. Let's just talk about all three songs.
I had to. Y'all go taboo.
Let's talk about all three songs because they could not be more different. We have this crazy high energy, ignorant banger, which is Blackbeard.
My God.
We have the heavy, emotional metal song with like the craziest vocals I've heard all year by Fable. And then we have this super low-key, introspective, and kind of intense at times song talking about sort of personal history and family. This does not feel fair to compare them.
Listen.
But we just don't have enough categories.
We said it. I said it before. This is another instance where I really want to do categories.
Yeah.
Rock, rap, pop, traditional, alternative, but we just don't have enough people to fill in the category type things. Yeah. These are three different types of songs completely. I honestly feel like each of these is the winner in their own right. I'm not even capping. Like, we just have to pick one at the end of the day.
Yeah. All three of them are like examples of the best at what each of them does. So we just had to go on our personal favorite for what we like to listen to, kind of, right?
And now that I'm a true evil villain. My real form is the eldritch being. And when that man say, man, I hope you're not afraid of the dark. Bro, I transcend. I evolve. I am my real self for 2.5 minutes, bro. Let me go. Ah! Blackbeard.
Yeah. When this song comes on, bro, I turn it into someone else. It's crazy. But the community voted differently. The community said that Fable Lost It All was their number one song, which I 100% appreciate. It was one of the craziest songs this year. Absolutely deserved. Blackbeard came in second, and God Complex following up in third. Another banger. You can see, I feel like the community's sort of focus is weighted more towards the heavier side of things, the high energy. You can see in their voting, which totally makes sense. It's the music that I think a lot more people resonate with in our community. So that's why it's important for the community to have their pick. Okay. Best album and EP. Okay, we're going through. There's a lot of projects being released this year. I remember coming into sort of this scene, the YouTube Nerdcore anime rap type umbrella scene, right? 4 years ago, people were not releasing projects. People were not releasing albums. They were not releasing EPs.
Listen, not even 2 years ago when, you've been here longer than me. 2 years ago when I hopped on the scene, bro, I'm asking people, when we gonna get that DPS album? When we gonna get that Fable album? They like, we not doing that. Yeah. Bro, guess what? We getting the Fable tracks. Yes, we getting a Fable project. Yes, Let's go. Anyway.
DPS? I mean, you mentioned an EP a while ago, and that shit, I'm still waiting on that, but okay.
What's going on?
All right,
what's going on?
Let's get into it. Best albums and EPs. This year, go to Project Polymerization, myself, and Breton Boy. Anatomy 2 by Ham Sandwich. The Boy Who Ran From God by Errol Allen. So What by Jeesh. The Path of Happiness by Zach B and Mac on the Beat. Deathmatch 2 by Peso Pete. Plot Twist by Jamal Rose. Redemption Arc Deluxe by Omar Came Up. Transmutation Brotherhood by Connor Quest. And Watch Me by Yayu. I've got to say, going through the nominations for this category, we listened to a lot of projects from people that we haven't really listened to a whole lot before, right? Because like I said, artists submit their own stuff. So, and it's really interesting hearing people, what they do for a project like this, an album, a cohesive sort of multi-song product, right? Versus what they're doing on YouTube, what they're doing in singles. And I really like that we get to see that side of people a lot more now because I feel
For
like
sure.
it's just, as a fan, a lot more, there's more to get your teeth stuck into. I just really enjoy it. So,
Nah, for sure.
Out of these 10, the top 3 were Anatomy 2, Redemption Arc Deluxe, and Watch Me by Yayu. If you haven't listened to any of the projects from this top 10, like, do yourself a favor and check them out, but you have to listen to these 3. You have to listen to these 3. They are incredible, dog. Like, really, really fucking good.
It's actually just insane, the work that everyone did, but when we're talking about, like, almost for different reasons on these 2, from a production quality standpoint and just making, like, songs that could go mainstream.
Yeah.
Omar, right? From introspective, fully fleshed out, like a full-fledged project. We seen so many different, like, somebody expressing himself to the fullest. We got Ham Sandwich. Same thing, really, for Yayu. Super introspective, weird, experimental, different.
Yes.
Like the sound, something that you don't hear every day in the community. Like, don't sleep on any of these projects. I wish I had a little bit more time to sit with Watch Me, to be honest, but it came out really late into the year. So, hey.
Yeah. But we love all 3 of these, and our winner had to go to Anatomy 2. It is front to back such an incredible experience. Like, you will love listening to this album if you haven't yet. It will take you places.
No, for sure. It's amazing. That's all I got to say about it. It's amazing.
Our community picks went to Project Polymerization. Thank you so much, guys, for votes. 338 of you guys picked me. And then in second, of course, Anatomy 2 by Ham Sandwich, not far behind. Absolutely deserved. And Deathmatch 2 by Pearso, absolutely worth a shout as well. Very interesting. If we're talking about new and interesting sounds with Yayu, if you like what he's doing, in terms of introducing you to things you haven't heard before, Pearso's got plenty of that as well. So definitely give all of these albums listed a listen. And let's get into the artist awards.
Definitely.
So we're out of individual songs, projects. We are onto the artists themselves, shining some light on people that we think deserve a spotlight. So we're starting with the best producer. Producers, I feel like, are often overlooked. In our community, there's more of a focus on them because we're sort of an independent community. We try and put our people on as much as possible. Collectives like, Loop and Otaku Wonderworld and Rumbleworld and stuff, they are putting on their producers. They have people specifically that are there making beats and putting themselves on like that. We've got crazy people coming from outside like Bloom Gums. We've got Kiwi showing up and just dropping shit we've never heard before. We've got Silverhound coming from like an EDM background and shaking things up. There's a lot of really exciting things happening in our community from a producer standpoint, I think. So, our top 10 are Omar Came Up, Odwin, Kiwi, Cole, Jaren on the Beat, JT Music, Daddy Fat Snaps, Silverhound, Fable, and Chanson. You have heard every single one of these. I guarantee you have. All right, you have heard their production. Yeah. You just have to. Even if you haven't necessarily seen their name. I know Odwin a lot of the time is more in the background in our scene. People leasing beats from him or working with him directly. Chanson for sure tends to operate in the background. Jaren, I think his name's around a little bit. Cole, but you might not necessarily know who you're listening to, but you have heard their sounds before. Okay? Absolutely awesome stuff. And a very diverse range of sounds coming from these 10 guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Across the board. So let's see. Our top 3. Omar Came Up, Kiwi, and Silverhound. Let's hear a little snippet from each of them. You know how to bring this one back. Fire, bro. That shit, oh my god. That shit gets me hyped, bro. The way that he's got all of those different elements. It's so bouncy, it's so fun. And I love Omar's production. Omar's production always stands out to me.
Yeah, Omar really snapped this year, man.
Yeah, I mean, just to name, like, his album is back to front self-produced. Each of the songs runs into each other seamlessly. That's incredible. But he's also been putting out a bunch of beats for other people on other channels and other people's projects. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next we got Kiwi. Bro, I love it. I love it when producers do this. Just let the fucking beat play out, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Y'all need to start doing that. If you're working with a producer directly, give them the feature, aka let them have the 30 seconds of their beat going crazy at the end, because that shit tasty. All right, and we also have Silverhound with one of his own songs.
This world is mine. The Cretans will have a season and they will shine. But we can become a beacon for all the blind. A demon of my allegiance can burn the sky. This is so divine, like dust on the radio. One day, that's what we'll all be in the wind.
Yeah. Silverhound, like I said, coming from a different background from, I think, most
Bro,
producers.
who is Silverhound, though? Come on,
Shut
man.
up,
Get the
shut
fuck
up.
out of here with that dumb shit, man. The Silverhound! He made some of your favorite fucking ciphers this year. He made some of my favorite Ace songs this year. This man is sprinkling the tips and taps and touches on everything, bro. Stop.
Yeah, Silverhound has been going crazy this year. I mean, he's got like a long catalog of production credits that are insane, but this year introduced to our scene and really shaking things up production wise, and I love what he's done. So that's why we had to choose Silverhound for the best producer. Well done. He's just been going crazy. Again, from an EDM background, sort of a very different style, a very different focus, but everything that he does is very clean, very like it catches your attention immediately, right? And I think that's important. So all right, well done.
I think a lot of people like one of my biggest things about production in general is like the evolution of the beat and you know letting it rock out. Really, like you say, giving the producer like the feature.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's Silverhound's one of the not the first, but one of the first times that I was like consistently like, oh wait, even on a cypher, like oh that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, yeah, fire. Okay, but the community also had their say, and they chose their winner as Daddy Fat Snaps. I mean,
DPS!
We can't go through a producer segment without mentioning DPS, right? And Fable and Odwin, who came second and third.
Daddy Fat Snappers.
Like, it's tight for second and third place, Omar, Odwin, and Fable there, but yeah, we can't go through without mentioning these guys. Daddy Fat Snaps and Fable, I think a lot of the tension in their songs is usually brought to what they're doing vocally, because obviously the songwriters and they're the vocalists, but in the background, where they're co-producing or producing it all themselves, they're still going absolutely crazy. Shout out to those guys, and shout out to Odwin, who picked up the second place. All right. Best Engineer. This is a new category. We didn't do this before, but I thought we had to shine a little light on something that's been going on in our community, which is an increase in general quality, which is very welcome, okay? People are finally starting to pay attention to the mix in a way that isn't just, oh, I'll get it serviceable so it's listenable, right? And people can focus on what I'm doing vocally. Like, no! The mix is such an integral part of what you're doing as a listener, like engaging with the music. And these are 10 people that we think have really focused in, dialed in, and helped raise the general quality of the sound of our community. Silverhound again, Daddy Fat Snaps, Ham Sandwich, Wolf Boy, Delta D's, Sudeyasu, Kiwi, Fable, Callum B, and Freshy Canal. This is on their own projects, as well as working with other artists to mix and master their work and help raise it up and generally increase the quality. So shout out to all of these guys for just generally improving the sound coming out of our community and our scene, because it was,
oh man,
let's be real, it was needed, it was necessary.
Praise the engineer. Pay your producers and praise the engineers, bro.
Facts.
Come on. Turn up.
Okay. Our 3 picks for the finalists are Silverhound, Daddy Fat Snaps, and Fable. Let's hear a little of what they're doing in the mix on some of these tracks.
Star catch air collaboration like a remix. I spy with my widow, you get defeated. I can hear it calling me. Fuck who's stopping me, bitch. I am the apocalypse. That talking shit is not for me, cause just my thoughts could turn a tank to a smoke signal. Squad like Save Our Souls, bet they mamas get emotional.
Of course, that cypher is produced by Silver and fully mixed as well, and it really comes together really nicely. We've got DPS here.
Regular clothes, I ain't worn that shit. Only sport a vest and I want more like it. When it's getting realer, don't you dare dilly dally dilla killer. Open your eyelids. Everybody in the gore might click. Cause for anybody in the gore that click. I'm a Marvel, think you want a war. I territorial, you can't ignore my shit.
Okay, just to clarify, by the way, I'm not saying this is their best mixes throughout the year. I think DPS's best mix might be on Savage, but I just wanted to give you guys an example of some of their mixes and not play the same songs that I've been playing for the last few categories. Okay, and here's Fable as well.
Oh,
Cross my heart, I lost my soul. I let my demons in and they took control. I burned 1,000 lives if it made me whole. They tried to take my life and it made me cold.
Crazy dude. Of course, some of these songs are mixed and mastered by different people, but again, I'm just showing you guys a little feature of what these guys do. So we had to go through and choose our favorite engineer, and our choice for the winner was Fable. Dude just has a way of, whether it's the instrumental or the vocals, tying them both together, he can work with like layers and layers of vocals and different instrumental production and make them sound absolutely incredible. So
shout out to the dedication from all the people on the top 10. Like everybody in the top 10, I feel like has went out of their way to mention how much they really care about mixing, mastering, engineering in general. Fable is definitely one of those guys. Also, a little thing about Fable that for me personally, why I like this so much is that it's mixing yourself is one thing, right?
Yeah.
But Fable unlocked for me personally Dizzy 8. Like whenever Dizzy 8 teams up with Fable and Fable mixes his voice, it is the best that I become like 2 times more of a fan of Dizzy. Like when I find an engineer that can do that to an artist, it's like, damn, like I'm just blown away.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right.
Yeah.
I think he really just deserves this.
For sure. I feel like Fable's one of those engineers that can take someone's performance and just dial it up and just make it sound even better, can really bring out the best in it, especially in his own stuff. So shout out to Fable. We of course put this to community for. We got DPS taking first place for the community with Fable in second, and then it's super tight in the third place race between Ham Sandwich and Silverhound, but Ham has taken third place for the community, which is fair. Ham's been doing obviously his own mixes, but a lot of mixes for other people, and he has a very, very good you jigging over there?
Jigging? What'd you call me? Hey. Anyway.
Okay. Best singer nominations. We got the 10 best singers. I shouldn't say the best singers. Our 10 favorite singers. You've got to bear in mind that when it comes to judging things like music and artists and their ability, it's very, very subjective. There's very few objective things you can kind of go on. So we sort of chose what we feel is important in a singer, and we highlighted those. So we have Hala CG, Delta D's, JHB Boss, Maguire, Chewy Cat, Sudeyasu, Key the Weeb, Connor Quest, Fable, and Ben Schuler. All of them very different vocalists by and large. You know, you have people dipping into the same sort of sounds, the same styles, but really all 10 of these are kind of doing different things vocally, both in their writing and the way that they perform. So
for sure,
definitely check them out if you haven't. There's definitely some names on here that you haven't heard of, right? There's got to be. There's a lot of new artists that we've tried to include this year as well, so check those out if you haven't heard them before. And our top 3 are Hala CG, Fable, and Ben Schuler. Let's hear a bit from Fire, bro, fire. I love that song, and Hala's vocals always stand out. She's such a good singer, and she knows how to write really, really good melodies. Speaking of good vocals, melodies, we've got Fable.
Fire deep inside me, lingers to remind me I just live to fall. Yeah, I lost it all.
I just included the intro from that song as this example because holy shit, like, what else needs to be said, bro? He's a
spellcaster on that one.
Yeah, he's a wizard. He's definitely a wizard for that one, bro. I don't know how
somebody somewhere in every time you play that song, somewhere on Earth, someone just combusts into flames.
Yeah. He's definitely signed a contract with the devil to get that voice. But anyway, we've also got Ben Schuler.
But I know I could never slow down. Got my foot to the floor, losing control now. I don't care anymore, could never slow down. Oh, I'm begging for more, no other way out. Got me going full throttle. Yeah, I'm going full throttle.
Ben obviously has such a incredibly, like, a voice that you can't help but pick out when you hear it, right? Nobody else sounds quite like Ben. The tone of his voice is beautiful, and he does the sort of ballady stuff so fucking well. Obviously on his own music, as well as for Nerd Out, on the few features that he's done this year. So, out of those three, I mean, incredible vocalists, all three of them, as are all 10 of the nominations before, but we had to pick one, and how can we not choose Fable Best Singer? Dude's vocal range is crazy. Like, obviously we highlighted the super high, distorted, like, intense vocals that he's done on his Guts track, but the dude has crazy range. The way that he can drop it back, the way that he can make his voice sound very bold and intense and give it a lot of body, but also like make it sound very fragile and painful at times, like you heard on the Derby track.
That's all right. Look, don't worry. I'm gonna smoke him next year, though. I'm gonna get in the top 10 2023. I'm gonna let him know. Anyway, I'm smoking.
Yeah, we're gonna hear Tev next year, I bet. So the community voted.
I bet
the community voted, and they give Maguire
Mac
the number
Weezy.
one pick. Maguire taking first, Fable in second, and Hollis EG in third. Ben Schuler being relegated to fourth there. So the community really, really resonating with Maguire's vocals. And I can see why, not least because he has been everywhere. He has been everywhere this year. He has been all over Rustage's tracks, a ton of features, been putting out a bunch of his own music, and I can see why people resonate with his vocals so much, because what he does very well. So shout out Maguire for taking the community vote. Let's get on to the best rapper. Again, a lot of subjective qualities in what makes the best rapper. That is a very difficult discussion to have. But we managed it somehow. We talked it through, and this is our nominations. Top 10. Ty Wilde, Ham Sandwich, 954 Mari, Rustage, Shwabados, Peso Pete, Connor Quest, Dan Bull, Mia Blackwell, and Yayu. I mean, I feel like most people should know all of these names.
I feel like they should, but I know they don't, and that's kind of like, because I'm looking at my guy right there. What's that? Well, who is Y-A-Y?
He's been making waves. He's had the features. He's had ciphers. He's been making a splash. I feel like people are getting to know who he is, right?
I know who he is.
If y'all don't know any of these artists, please familiarize yourself with them, because in our opinion, they are the best 10 rappers in our community right now. Okay, so listen to what they're doing. If you're trying to be better than them, do your research, because they're doing something right. Okay, but our three finalists are 954 Mari, Peso Pete, and Yayu. Let's hear what each of these guys do.
I stay grinding with my section and stay away from the rest of it, cause niggas more fishy than steamy plates of the Escovitch. Pesty in his pack and I'm booted up with an extra kick. Rapid and perfected it to the T like a Tesla whip. Raise hell with hot shells with mirror tips. Too stylish, flowing tighter than a silenced pair of lips. Demon sneezing like a sinus, we a violent pair of jits. Just violent fists flying, tell me if you care to blink.
Fire. Yeah, we know Mari's sound. We know what his vocals sound like. We know what he can do. Absolutely fire. Really good rapper. Peso Pete.
I'm the captain, my crew loyal as hell. I say one of y'all names and they off with y'all head. Move out the way, I see my life now. Moving through grapevines, chasing a thread. Weight on my shoulders, shit feel light now. Y'all should pipe down, talk about bread. Ain't no fight now, cause if right now we were to fight now, you'd be dead. Yeah! I'm king of this bitch. Back down to all my thing in this bitch. No Brook get cooked, my sing in this bitch. Hockey my blade, I'm swinging this bitch. Farewells and nails, my ring in this bitch. Oh, you got a fleet? Yeah, it's pretty nice. Fuck that! I'm sick of your shit. No stress.
Bruh, if Blackbeard didn't come out this year, this got to be my favorite Peso song, because this one is crazy. I love the energy. I love how he uses his voice. I love how he slowly ramps things up. He knows when to drop it down. He knows when to just fucking scream his head off. We love that. All right. And Yayu, number 3. Check this out.
Most of y'all be too focused on envy, tell him to shut up. I'll be good in the end, I can stutter. I'll be stuck to the mirror like, you look depressed, homie, no. I'm not far from the tree, I was meant for the gutter. I'm me and there's never another. I'm probably the best out 20 and under. Just hope I get to a funny and number.
Fire. Bro, that's from his EP. What is it? Watch Me. Please listen to that, bro. Please listen to that EP. Y'all are missing out on some incredible rapping. So for this category, we really had to talk about the different aspects of what makes a good rapper, how they use their voice, how they write to their strength, their technical abilities, as well as just the sounds that they can produce. Yeah, the substance in their writing. There's a lot of features, but for us, the #1 rapper this year had to be Yayu. Dude is just, with the pen, lethal. The way that he uses his voice, it feels like he has a complete mastery over what he is doing. He is the best rapper in our scene right now, and if you're not familiar with him, then you are robbing yourself of good music.
Listen, for those that don't really know, bro, a lot of the people that you know what I'm saying, that y'all be like, yo, man, that's my favorite. Yayu is their favorite.
for sure.
like he's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like he puts people on notice. They can't sleep. You can't put Yayu on a track and then be like, I'm just gonna he gonna take your crowd. He gonna take your song. It's gonna be over.
Yep. I mean, like, Taiwan was fighting for his life on the Femboy side to try and get best verse. You know what I mean?
He had to spit 32 more bars.
You're right. All right. That's our choice, but you guys voted it as well. And of course, Ty Wilde is going to be your pick. I think Ty Wilde had some of the best verses this year. We can't say he didn't. We've literally given him both of the best verse awards this year.
For sure.
One of the only reason I think Ty Wilde didn't make our top 3 was just a lack of presence. He didn't do enough sort of verses this year. He didn't drop enough music for us to really gauge where he's at as a rapper right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely respect the community pick. I will say, like I say, for Ty Wilde, if I were to give him the top 3, I was just looking for just a little bit more substance. Yeah. Who is Ty Wilde? Because we know who Ty Wilde is, right? Yeah. He gonna do your girl that you care so much about, but he don't care about at all. You know what I'm saying? He gonna spin the block with his dogs and hop out, and we know. But I'm waiting to see a different side of Ty. Let me, give me some substance. And I would easily throw him in top 3.
Yeah, definitely for me, top 5 right now. So I ain't mad about that.
No, for sure. Without even easy.
Yeah, totally deserved community pick, and Ham Sandwich following up in 2nd place, which is absolutely well deserved. 954 Mari in 3rd. So congratulations to everyone who got their community votes as well. Rustage and Peso Pete just behind them. Best upcoming artist. So what makes an upcoming artist, Tev? What's the qualifications?
For us, an upcoming artist is not just somebody that has low. A low count of subs or anything, but somebody that really got to step on the scene in the last year and really make way. Maybe they've been making music for a while, but they were relatively unknown and just boom, burst on the scene, put impact in the scene, made people notice them really.
Yeah, people that you cannot ignore, people turning up right now and making a name for themselves. That includes JHB Boss, Jeesh, Sudeyasu, Key the Weeb, Black Diamonds, Wolfboy, Ivy Comb, Dripstick, Haztic, and Oracadia. Some of these guys started music, a year ago. Some of them have been doing it for a long-ass time, but these are the artists that are really up and coming in our circle, the people making waves themselves and earning themselves fans. So, our top 3, first of all, if you haven't heard of any of these guys, please do yourself a favor. I'm going to say that for all the categories, but especially this one because a lot of them are smaller artists. Do yourself a favor, dude. There's such a diverse range. We have the singers, the melodic style, we have the rappers, we have people who are producing their own stuff, people who are doing it all. Black Diamonds makes videos as well, you know what I mean? Check these guys out.
Black Diamonds is a workhorse. This dude's a machine.
Black Diamonds is a beast, okay? But check them all out. I mean, Wolfboy and Sudeyasu are 2 people we mentioned for the mixes, you know what I mean? Across the board, these guys are doing a lot. So, let's see our best up-and-coming artist nominations. We have JHB Boss, Jeesh, and Black Diamonds. Let's hear a little snippet from each of them. I mean, you've already heard the JHB one, but whatever. Let's run it again.
You see me pulling up in that black and white. Put that to his face, now he acting right. Let's go shoot from the cannon, so say goodnight. Cause these bullets connecting like satellite. They ain't never gonna know about this kind of life. Turn his soul into fragments, don't need a sight. Let my nights eat the soul for their appetite. Try me wrong and I'm doing it out of spite. Status the cannons, I grab him and I execute. Yeah. If you want smoke, then I'm popping for sure if you finna come through.
Oh, damn. I always want to listen to that chorus all the way through, but okay, I had to limit myself. We got Jeesh.
Like I said, this shit before. This a hit on folk. I done read the jits most. Tryna get ahead, that shit's a joke. Man, my blood, they know I come from the island. Bread to kill for sure. Lacking the wheat, but crack ain't weak. If it without bread, I'm still to go. This is the type of the shit I do on daily. It's not for the kids. Came from the dirty South, 561 made me. The block with them jigs. Tried to slide. He ain't not slick. He needing a ride. Not my will. Said that I hold it down. I keep it cool. I lie. So you
unmistakable sauce, unmistakable vocal style, rapping style, absolutely unique coming into our scene and our sort of circle in that. So very, very cool. We love Geesh. And finally, Black Diamonds.
My first chain could blind the back. Second chain protect my neck. My third chain just a little more special. Pierce your heart, your eyes roll back. My fourth chain don't have a name, but it do 1 to 3. Fifth chain just a decoration. That chain keep the blood off me. I'm all alone and clear-headed. No family,
fire.
My passion bleeding, eyes red. Strays in me that I'm not catching. Pain.
Fire, dude. Fire. Black Diamonds has also been one of those artists that's just everywhere this year. Like I said, whether it's like editing videos, whether he's doing verses, hooks, his own music, he has been everywhere and definitely making a name for himself. For me, this could go literally anywhere because I love all three of these artists and the things that they've been doing sort of in my scope has really impressed me. So, like, it pains me to have to give it to one of them, genuinely, because
Listen. It's like, hey, it's tough, bro. It's tough.
It is tough.
Up and coming, we had what, like 30 names?
Yeah,
that we had to really like, and then top 10 for the nominations, and then from there, top 3 and the winner. Come on, it was tough. It was tough.
But for us, we had to give it to JHB Boss, and it's tight at the top between Geesh, Black Diamonds, and JHB Boss. It is tight. Okay. But JHB takes it just because he has had more, I think, of an impact and getting his own name and his sound out there and known in sort of several different areas on kind of bigger stages. So
listen, you know what edged it to JHB for me is when I seen that man perform at MomoCon with Game Boy Jones and he hit the dance moves with him, and I was like, nah, like he's different, like he's up.
But yeah, you'll need to check out Geesh. He's got a new EP come out this year. You'll need to check out Black Diamonds. He's been putting out crazy work all year, so plenty for y'all to listen to if you haven't already. But JHB takes it for us, but like I say, it was tight at the top. And you guys also voted JHB, but Black Diamonds was right behind him, and takes up third. Back there near Geesh and
Hastig is amazing as well. Shout out to everybody that got on the list. I shout out to Ivy Combe as well, because I feel like that's one person that's not really like directly in the scene, but they do what we do, sort of.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like a lot of people might not know about them.
Yeah, for sure. There's I feel like when you talk about like nerdcore and sort of, YouTube rap, there's so many different spheres that pop up. I feel like we have like one of the biggest all-encompassing umbrellas, right? We have anime rap, we have a bit of gaming rap, we have all these guys coming together, working together and knowing of each other, but like spread out a little bit because there's a lot out there. There's a lot of different scenes, a lot of different artists, and shout out to all of these guys on this list. All right, it comes to the final award, perhaps the most prestigious award of the Stevies. Just to remind you all so far that the Stevies is for fun, okay? We do this, there is no money involved, there's no trophies, there's no real prestige, it's me and Tev, all right, giving our opinions. Please try and keep this to being fun, okay, once the show's over, and you have to go on Twitter and be, my favorite artist was robbed. Blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, I get it. Like, let's have our opinions. Yes, let's have the discussion. Let's have our opinions, but keep it fun, okay? Because I'm just trying to do this to say shout out to the artists, to give back a little recognition for them for a lot of their hard work that they've been putting in all year. So, if you see a name in this top 10, that is no mean feat. These are the 10 best overall cohesive artists that we have seen in our community, okay? And that means something, being top 10. That said, we've got Dizzy 8, Cam Steady, Ham Sandwich, Breton Boy, Game Boy Jones, Fable, Rustage, Peso Pete, Daddy Fat Snaps, and Omar came up. Yes, you've seen most of these names all the way through the nominations because they are some of the best at what they do. These are artists that are able to do a lot more than I think other people that aren't quite getting like the same recognition as them. These are the artists that are popping because they're doing something no one else can. They're songwriters, they're lyricists, they're, you know, people with vision, creative vision, and the wherewithal to see it through. There's a lot of features, is what I'm saying, okay?
For sure.
The finalists, the top 3 that we chose were Ham Sandwich, Fable, and Peso Pete. These are probably the 3 with the most nominations so far, probably for this award show, so it's no surprise that they would appear here, but let's have a quick snippet of what each of these does, and then we'll announce our winner.
Oh, my favorite Ham song.
Let me show you how to do with every vice.
Let it all die. Let them all die. Got a clip of 30 birdies, let them all fly. And that'll clip a dirty birdie if you're too close. My wallet singing down bad with the blue notes. But I ain't never sound sad about a new quote. The money telling me I need to keep my dues close. You know.
Okay. Fable.
Never my brother, and she was never my friend. We don't know one another, now it was fucking pretend. You were born from nothing, and back to nothing you'll go. That's all the shit, yeah! Sold my peace for some misery.
Woo!
Fought so hard, I've been waiting so long.
Oh, damn.
Okay. And Peso Pete.
Blackbeard, bitch! Left hand causing an earthquake, bitch! Right hand, someone in a black hole, bitch! It's crazy because I
It's
really
crazy
did
'cause
it.
I
That
really-
day I've been lazy, I've been on my business. I was down on my dick, not everyday Christmas. Listen, if you really want it, bro, make that decision. I think the whip haunted, the smoke got me shifting. Hop in the pit, get down with a sickness. Killing the competition with a quickness.
I think the thing that ties these 3 together is because they are making very different music. Actually, these are the 3 that had the best solo songs, right?
Yeah.
It might be. These 3 were in a yeah. But like I said in the last category where it was all 3 of these, they are so different. Like, there is no Peso song that sounds like a Fable song. There is no Fable song that sounds like a Ham Sandwich song, and it goes all the way around. These 3 are the best, I think, at individually what they're attempting to do. They have a very clear and very powerful creative vision, and they are seeing it through. You get things like Peso being very experimental with his sound and really pushing the limits. Fable really dialing in to the thing that is sort of getting his name noticed and pushing him even further than our scene. And Ham Sandwich with like this incredible spread of versatility, but really finding paths that he can do something that no one else can do, sort of within, whether that's melodic or straight up rap. So it's tough, right? Because these are 3 incredible artists.
For sure.
But for us, the winner had to be Fable.
Fable deep inside.
Hey, whoa, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Hey, yo, what you doing? What you doing?
Hey, okay, whoa. Okay, listen. All right. Fable, like, what do we need to say about Fable, dude? You've heard his music. Nobody is reaching the highs that he can reach, both, like, in terms of, like, the quality of what he's doing and literally the high notes. I don't think anyone has that range. But he's just uncontested, right? Dude is putting out actual industry standard songs in several different genres, combining a bunch of different sounds, collaborating with artists and bringing out the absolute best of them. Instrumentally, vocally, lyrically, he is the top of our scene right now. So
yeah. I think it's a hard decision, of course, but I think it's also very understandable, right?
Yeah.
Like Fable is, we talk about a man that talks about elevating, evolving, pushing, like turning the dial to 11. It's listen, it speaks for itself. In a world where the anime rap YouTube in general has seen kind of a downturn in views, there's a handful of artists, the DPSs, the Fables, the Rustages, that have been able to maintain little to no loss. And it's a mixture of a lot of things, quality being at the forefront for sure.
Yeah. So well done to every single artist who was mentioned in this top 10 and in the nominations of the rest of the show. Let's have a quick look at our community votes for best overall artist. Fable sweeps. I mean, yeah. I think the community can recognize
2.2 678 responses. And you can pick 3 people. That means that 62.2% of people have picked Fable and maybe somebody else.
Yeah.
And maybe.
Maybe, possibly. 2/3 of all of our community that voted on this recognize that Fable is outstanding among his peers. Right behind him, well, not right behind him, a little way behind him, but in second and third we have Daddy Fat Snaps and Rustage. Obviously, you can't talk about overall artists without mentioning Rustage. Huge name in our scene for the last few years and continues to be someone putting out sort of consistently the most well-rounded music, another person with a very clear creative vision, and Peso Pete, of course, in fourth as well. So, well done to everyone who was mentioned. Massive congratulations to the winners, as well as all of the nominees. That has been the Stevie Awards 2020.
Let's go.
I hope you guys can, take, something from this show, even if it's like a new artist to listen to, or whatever it might be. Just, I hope this was as fun for you as it was stressful for me. The organization for this is crazy hard, dude.
Yeah, it's
so difficult.
Listen, I swear to God, next year, Shwabadi, let me help you. Tell me what to do, and I will do it. You can't just tell me. But anyway, like Shwabadi said, man, I hope you guys have fun. I have fun turning up, celebrating the year with you guys. And like I said, if you could take anything from the Stevies at the end of the day, man, if it's somebody that you just aren't really familiar with, hey, just take some time, man. Just take 30 minutes, listen to a couple of songs. You might become a whole new, you might gain a whole new appreciation for them. Pick up some fire music to listen to. Check out the playlist on Twitter. Zaina Kitty did make a playlist with everybody that was on the Stevies. You might just find some fire that you might have been sleeping on.
Yep, for sure, dude. Do your homework. Listen to some of the projects on here, some of the artists that you haven't heard of. And yeah, it's been great. So shout out to all the winning artists. I don't think I've got anything else left to say. Thank you all for joining me for crazy year of music 2022, looking onwards to 2023. All right.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be it for now. So I think I'll end the stream there and just say shout out to everyone in chat. I've seen y'all in chat. Dripstick, Slick, Fable, DPS, a lot of the artists showing up in chat. I see y'all in here. Big shout out to all of you. If there was anyone who wasn't mentioned, I'm sorry. I did my best to sort of be all-encompassing, but certain artists I either couldn't contact or I didn't think of contacting them until it was I was putting everything together. Trying to organize this has been hellish, and I mean, I didn't put Divide on the list.
Wait, did Divide?
I got all the way through to putting everything in, making the slides, and I went, Divide!
Did Divide just... Wait, yeah, did we just not read?
Because I was putting out a lot of tweets and tweeting messages, Divide doesn't use Twitter.
Oh, he was
so he just
off
didn't
Twitter!
see it, yeah. So he just wouldn't have responded to it. But because I didn't think to reach out directly, it's right? And I know there's a lot of smaller collectives and smaller artists who might have wanted their name up here, but I did my absolute best to sort of send the link around, get people sending it and stuff, but it is what it is at the end of the day. There's always 2023, right?
Yeah, for sure. We gotta find the people that just don't use Twitter.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've got because everything I do is on Twitter, bro. I gotta expand, I guess. All right, that's gonna be it for me. Let's end this stream. Thank you so much for the donations. I saw the donations and the memberships coming in earlier. I appreciate all of you very, very much. And I will see you